Yeah, go on, Padmashri. You were talking about the books that comes from NIOS.
Yes, I was talking to you all about the study material. Once you enroll your kid with the NIOS, they do send the material home. And even if not, there are a lot of these links to this study material available on their own website. Question papers of past years, then textbook links, everything is available online.
So to just come back, NIS, we don't have to doubt the credibility of NIS. There are people who have done, like you said, medicine, engineering, and any stream is possible to choose.
Yes.
Yeah, because lots of them have lots of doubt about that. I have no idea why.
Just the myth that we are carrying forward, and we need to break that. Like I said, I'm the only person who has transferred credits from Cambridge to NIOS.
So when you say transferred credit, that means you're saying your the marks have been transferred.
Yes, yes.
So
Like I said, my older son wrote 5 papers in IGCSE. And maths was not his cup of tea, but still we insisted that he takes maths at least during the initial years. And he did fall short by a few marks to join college. And that's the reason we opted to give NIOS. And there was very less time where we opted for an on-demand exam, which was just 15 days. So we did go for credits transfer from Cambridge University to NIOS University. We transferred the credits of 2 subjects, and he had to write just 3 subjects. Like English Cambridge credits were transferred to NIOS credits. So whatever marks he scored there were mentioned in the NIOS paper. And we opted for science, if I'm not wrong. Science Cambridge marks were transferred to NIOS science marks. And later he just wrote 3 exams. One is economics, another one is home science, and another one is data entry.
that's because you guys were sure that he would be taking commerce and going into BCom.
Yes, now he is currently doing his first sem BCom along with the company secretary course.
Okay, previously you mentioned that there are some pros and cons if you choose to write IGCSE exam. Uh,
Yes.
so can you just mention them?
Yeah, pros and cons. What I mean is, you have to appear as a private candidate from any school. Even if you're appearing as a private candidate from any international school, they do not mention the school name on the certificate. It still mentions as a private candidate. So don't be under a myth that if I go to Primus, I will get the school name as Primus. It will still be mentioned as a private candidate, and the fee structure is really high. It is about 8,000 rupees per subject for writing each paper in IGCSE, and there is no system called revaluation there. If you even insist on revaluation, it is 10,000 per paper for revaluation. So they are they're pretty sure about the marks they give, so they do not encourage the revaluation kind of system there. So end of it, you end up spending about 80 to 85,000 for one particular exam for your child, and above all, they do not give you TC. Whereas NIOS mentions that they give you migration come TC.
So okay, there are two cons that I see. There is no TC, and that it mentions that as private candidate in the certificate that they give.
See,
So
one more thing here. If your kid wants to continue with the same IGCSE system, like A levels or A plus levels, whatever, then you might not have a problem. But when you want to get back to the mainstream, like putting your kid in any other school or college, that's where you require a TC, and that's where NIS comes into picture.
okay, so with that, are you saying like if you give NIS, I mean IGCSE exam at 10, I mean IGCSE exam, they don't give you TC. So is it not possible to come back to the regular college like first PU, second PU?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Again, this was about 2 years ago, but now if you have it, I heard that some affidavit or something like that might work. So I'm not very sure about that.
Okay, and the mentioning of as private candidate on the certificate, is that also like a con?
It is not a con, but it's just a myth that if we appear from any school, that the school name will be mentioned. No, it is not.
Okay.
In from whichever school you appear, it will still be as a private candidate.
Okay. Okay. So now if that student decides to continue right A level and want to go to college abroad, so it's the best to choose IGCSE.
Yeah, IGCSE is fair enough.
Okay. So are there any demerits from NIOs?
I don't see any demerits at all.
And
In fact, it's very helpful for the Indian system. I would recommend people to go ahead with NIOS because end of it, it's just that piece of paper that matters.
so now let's just come to your homeschooling. Since you've been homeschooling your children and they went to regular college at first few level, so how difficult was it for them to go back to college, mingle with people, CPSs?
Actually speaking, my boys have been very socially mixing up with people and all that. They never found it difficult. They cry if they don't have to go to college now. So they do not like not going to college.
And how is it getting back to the structured? Oh, I mean, okay, structured setting. I mean, I guess since you guys were already structured, so that didn't really make a lot of difference.
It was not difficult for us since we were structured, like you mentioned. It was initially the exam point of view. It's like 3 hours you got to sit for the exam and you need to follow those process. Initially it did feel a little difficult to understand the length of answers, say 6 marks and what's the length of answer you need to write, 3 marks and what's the length of answer you need to write. So those things were a little difficult, but once the first PTM or when we got in touch with the college, then they did help us out with what is the length and how many marks you need to focus on, and it was very easy. In fact, I would proudly say that they are the favorite students among all the teachers. They are very disciplined and they do their work very sincerely and regularly.
That's actually, I think, very wonderful. So I just have one more doubt. So why didn't you choose NIS for the senior secondary?
Uh, Boys are boys and they would want to go back to the mainstream any point in time. They didn't want to explore the college life. I didn't want to hold them in their shells. I wanted them to go and explore. So that's the reason we wanted to put them back into mainstream right from day one.
Okay, so
Because they have already understood how to handle people, how to deal with people during our homeschooling journey. Our focus was more on life skills. When I say life skills, we did travel quite a bit. We did give them the liberty of planning our holidays abroad or even within the country, and they did understand how to do it, and they were more matured enough when they go back to college. They were mature enough to understand how people around them are and how to deal with people. So that's the reason we wanted them to explore more on those aspects. And now also we do not force or pressurize them on marks, but we do tell them that marks do carry weightage and you need to come up with flying colors. And they've been doing it sincerely.
okay. So let's just. Does anyone have any question? Please go on. We will be ending meeting in few minutes. There's a question on chat. And
Mitra, I read your question. Like again, I mentioned that please go with age related books and standard related books and train your kids accordingly. So that would set a pattern for you. And then when it comes to discipline, yeah, you need to tell your child that you're not going to school and you need to maintain certain bit of timing for study hours. And I think if we insist on that, children do follow.
Like, how was the experience of homeschooling? How was the whole experience of homeschooling your boys? Like, did they enjoy? Did you guys enjoy? Like, how was it?
They enjoyed thoroughly. They enjoyed homeschooling thoroughly, and we did come out with flying colors. like I would want to mention that in inverted commas. And our journey was wonderful. That was a phase of life where we enjoyed every bit. Like there were times we used to take off and say, hey, today we are going for shopping, so let's set aside studies. It's not like a military system or an army system where we follow, no, 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 today you have to finish that, this. So but we did have a timetable. Whenever we were at home, you have to follow the system, you have to come up with this much of work every day, and stuff like that. We enjoyed both the worlds.
So I'm just asking you, just of curiosity, why not unschooling or child-directed learning? I mean, I know it's just each one's choice. I'm just asking your point of view.
Regarding unschooling, you mean?
Yes.
See, any day we have to fall back to the system. We are in India and we need to fall back to the system. And like I said, that piece of paper matters.
Okay, so my last question for the day would be like, like so many will tell, you save a lot of money from homeschooling because you don't send them to school. So what would you suggest? What should they do with all the money instead of, send, what other experiences can you give with the same amount?
Kind of, yeah, there is some bit of money that you save on it, but then if you plan out well, you can spend on your travels, you can try educating your children. Even if you are homeschooling or unschooling, try to put your child in one instrument, one sports activity, and some kind of art form. They love enjoying these three things. And when you do this, they will also socialize with other kids. And your question of socializing, being a homeschooler, will be taken care of. Yeah, any other questions, Uma?
Sorry, I guess we are done. Like, anyone else have any question can go ahead, and or else we'll end the meeting.
I hope I've tried to give my best in information, whatever possible, on whatever I know. In case you guys want to reach out one-on-one, you can reach out to me for any help.
My only aim is mostly to just make sure that everyone get that NIS is quite good. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that people have a lot of doubts about it.
Yeah, like I said, there are a lot of myths on homeschooling. Earlier, it was like homeschool NIS was for people who do not have money, who do not go to school, people who have learning disabilities, and people who have challenges. But that's not true. NIS can be done by anyone else. It is just the board that we are choosing. And NIS is any other board. And to tell you all, NIS is another sister concern of the same CBSE board.
Yes, I mean, yes, there are also instances where there might be a college who reject it, and you can still go to court and ask them why are you doing this? Because
Yes,
like
NIS is approved under Sarva Shikshan Abhiyan. So no doubt it is the best.
yes, and all colleges and all exams, even NEET exams can be given even after writing an IOS.
Yes, it can be given. And even you can travel abroad with NIS certificate. No doubt about it.
Okay, that's wonderful. I mean, yeah, I have completely fallen in love with that, and I hope people understand that it is very genuine, and it's one of the best thing that's happened to homeschoolers. I think
It's
after
the
homeschool.
best economical solution for an Indian to opt for NIS.
Yes, and you get lots of time on hands also. You're still doing your work and like getting the certificate.
Yeah, you can focus on what you need in life.
Yes, that's amazing. So, any final thoughts before we say goodbye?
All the best to you guys. Do reach out if you have any doubts or clarifications.
So, one last thought about like homeschooling, anything like just what you want to tell to other homeschoolers.
See, when it comes to homeschooling, the only thing that comes to my mind is Robert Frost's poem, "The Path Less Chosen." And you are that one different one who has chosen homeschooling. Lot of people question you, homeschooling, homeschooling, but entire world has seen what is homeschooling. And we homeschoolers have taken one step ahead when you come to the pandemic and the rest of the parents struggling to homeschool their kids. So we proudly say that we are homeschoolers and we are used to this kind of system. So yes, we have chosen the path less chosen, and we are different.
And I think we should be proud and confident that we are different.
Yes, I'm very confident about my kids. They might not be ranksters or whatever high score marks, but they are successful in life. They have learned their life skills. They know how to manage themselves.
That's wonderful, Padmashi. I'm really glad that we could talk and we could do this. So thanks a lot for being with us today. And if anyone comes with a query, I will just direct them to you.
Sure, Sima. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. All the best to you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you guys for joining, and thank you.